When we think of holy, oftentimes we think of mercy. At the same time, we think of holy. We think, for instance, that we think of purity or sinlessness. And we think, well, how does somebody that's completely pure and sinless hang out with such sinful people as us? And of course, the answer is always mercy. And it's true. At the same time, we have to note the problem that we've just limited mercy to just being the opposite of sinful, or holy being the opposite of sinful. And it's so much more beautiful than that. Sometimes when we think of holy, we think of God being so significant, so creative, so powerful. And often in our mind we think, how can a God that's so powerful and so creative and so significant hang out with such insignificant people as us? And of course the answer is always, well, mercy. And that's true, but it's such a limited view of holy, because it limits it to just being the opposite of insignificant. When I was writing this song, I thought, wow, I was resistant to writing it, because there's so many songs about God being holy, and often it breaks my heart because we view God as some sort of majestic king, like like the king that broke his heart. He wanted to be our father, and we'd rather have a king. Or Jesus comes on the earth and walks among us, and he keeps trying to put that kingly thing on him, and he keeps resisting it. He always referred to himself as Son of Man. The only time he ever allowed himself to be called king was when he was on the cross. And I think he was making a really, really significant statement. I flip the powers of the world upon themselves. It's like we worship God like we would want to be worshipped if we were king. I think it breaks his heart, because he's constantly saying to us, I'm not like you. I'm not like you. I'm not like a British king. I'm not into the pomp. I'm not into all that stuff. I'm not like that. That's what you wanted. I gave it to you. I gave it to you. But I'm not like that. Jacob, are you lying down enough to recognize that what I love about you is not what you do, but who you are? And Jacob, will you dream for me the same way that I dream for you? Will you dream about who I really am? Will you open up your heart? Will you open up your heart? Will you allow me to purify the ideas of who you think I am, that I'm like you? I'm not like you. 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 That's what it means to be holy. You're not like us. You're not like us. You're not like us. You're not a king. You're not a president. You're not a dictator. You're none of that stuff. You're God. You're God. And you're constantly blowing away my ideas of what I thought you were. You're the God that's all-powerful, and yet you get down on your hands and knees and you coo at little children in their baby languages. You're the God that looks right in the face of your enemy and betrayer. And because you are all-powerful, you stand in silence. You're God because you don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to prove your power. You don't need to prove your love. Because you're God. You're God. Thank you for being God. Thank you for being way beyond us. Thank you for showing us in little ways who you are, because all of who you are, we couldn't even take it. We can't even take the little things. Thank you. Thank you. You are holy. Just sing that again with that in mind. You are holy. Like there's no